They're a fun team to watch, Penta, in almost any situation. 2 smoke grenades. Yeah, so that could be almost anything, actually. That's not a big anything. Third one being picked up, though, and one of them already being used in middle, I think, to smoke off the window. Now it feels much more likely it's going to be a B push, I think.
Bomb is going to be making its way in there. I'm thinking this is going to be a short push, but Twist isn't interested in letting him up board here. Dennis is gone. Twist looking for another one. He's holding Nex back, and Nex decides to take another fight, actually. He's going to back off and look to see if he can't catch somebody out window.
Berg jumping and will be at least spotting out Spitty. They haven't seen the bomb yet, I think, so the game is not entirely up for Penta, but losing Dennis so early on, definitely a bit of a detriment. Twist in middle, looking for Strux and almost catching him there. Crystal joining up, a bit of a grenade to force him back. Now they're trying to run up, connect into the A-bomb site. They got the bomb with them as well, and they've actually turned the corner. Porf getting shot in the face, very low on health here. Next could be going down. Twist again, taking the fight, but they've got to be careful. I'll look at this round from Penta. They're really trying to slow play this all the way in the middle.
And they're getting pincered in, however. This is they are running out of time. They need to get a frag here to create some space, a little bit of room to breathe.
They get the bomb
and there you
down.
go, Schneider. But no, exactly, Schneider from short. They didn't have a smoke to block off connector, and that's going to cost them. Strux, however, catches out Twist, but Schneider is currently laying waste. Another kill for him, and he's still alive to hold this line.
That is so huge. I thought for sure, because he was on that plan for so long. Strux going to go down, and next, well, he's going to get Schneider. So a bit of revenge, but Schneider essentially won that round with that kill. I mean, he got a double, but the one on the bomb planter was definitely the big one. And they're all just grouped up here. Next, we'll go down to Berg, and Property going to win the round. But the thing is, if they get the bomb plant in front of these boxes while still being in middle, that makes a retake really, really hard for Property. So good job on their part, not allowing that to happen.
And a moment's hesitation there from Penta really seemed to cost them in the end. Not being able to take out Poff instantly, allowing him to retreat back into CT. They were acting. Penta, I mean, it was a great call from Strux. They just needed to be a bit more decisive and quick about it. Because they spotted 2 guys holding on B site, and they're thinking, okay, great, we've got guys out in mid right now. We could try and rotate to A very quickly here. Only problem is that, you know, between Twist and Poff, Twist on short and Poff over by CT on the A site, it slowed them down just enough for Property to start constricting. And from there on out, it just wasn't going to happen for Penta. So, just well played there by Property to buy enough time, and nice attempt from Penta in the pistol.
Good double kill from Nex there. He had briefly a FAMAS, but he ends up dropping it. Crystal, headshot on Puff, not within range to bring him down. Just 12 health lift there. And oh, look at that. Sender, I would say intercepting Crystal, whereas he tried to make the jump over. That was really brutal. And saving his teammate then. That was on point. Now, third round coming up. Not going to be any kind of buy out of Penta. They have not got the bomb down yet.
That's where I wish we really had those sound bites. Where, you know, I just slam my desk and it just goes, do nard. You know, do nard. That's exactly what happened there.
Man, that was definitely a good kill.
Well, now, I mean, it's a good kill, but it's also kind of sad times for Penta. They're still going to be on pistols here. No plant in the first round, no plant in the second. Means not a whole lot of money to work with. So, Property, on the other hand, are going to be the ones... They're going to be in a favorable position here, seeing as how... Oh, what? Are they still walking on each other? Yes, they are. Oh, no, I thought that something was going to happen between Spitty and Dennis there. Getting too excited. Excited about nothing.
Run boost assault. That would be like a really sick idea. Just 4 people, 2 on top of the other 2, and then just everyone just like charging and jumping into a site. Twist. Gotta be a little bit careful here. Grenade from Porf. Timing. Timing is everything. I'm ready, Porf.
Oh, is it gonna be the double combo? No.
No. I think the only one, Schneider has one, but actually both Schneider and Berg are in the other bomb site, so it's just gonna be Porf here. But without armor, I mean, we've seen what can happen.
Is it going to be an Olaf nade?
Yeah, I think Sard threw a grenade on this map playing in the qualifiers that 1 killed someone from 100 health. So that was pretty cool. Grenade does bounce in and take Strux down to 22. So I guess Porf got his say here as well. I need to get a kill, so all good in the end. They lose Twist, but that's acceptable so far. Property, 3-0 up, and now Penta get to make their mark. They've got almost all the equipment they can want.
Crystal, the question is, does he go for he could go for a glass cannon right now. He's got 5100, and he isn't going to. Decides to go for the nades instead. So, This is actually Penta wanting to be quick on their feet. And look at these smokes that are being set up right now from T-Spawn as well. Looked like they were thinking about it. Nothing special coming out in the end. No. Okay. Question here is, you know, where do Penta decide to strike? Because them all going AKs means they aren't going to rely on Crystal to find that entry frag for him. It means they can put a lot of pressure out early. And here you go. A very quick push up short.
Oh, Schneider inside. Waits a little bit. Great double kill from Schneider, but is still a little bit late in the day as he's going to be on 5 health. And it is a 3v3. Sender wants to walk down here. He's heard Crystal already. Schneider doesn't want to get found, and Sender's going to come into the rescue and drops the bomb as well. That's such a huge kill. Now Strux and Speedy are left, and Speedy going to be all alone here. 1v2. If he can get down here and get the bomb quick enough, he's going to jump over the shot from Twist and tries to make it in once more. Really close drop, Schneider. And now it's just him versus Twist.
How does he set this up? Don't know if that flash is going to be good enough. He's trying to bait him out, and here he's got the advantage of the angle. Twist expecting him to push. This is a waiting game. 30 seconds left. And Spitty turns around, and he gives up first, basically. He turns away first, and Twist patiently peeks and catches him out. Not meant to be. Man, Property, they're looking really good right now on this CT side. That was a bit too close, and that was, I think, Property coming back into that round just due to Schneider and his heroics on short. Getting that double kill and staying alive made all of the difference there for Property. But Penta, man, they're not having too much luck here with these rounds.
Really, really good timing from Twist, and I think the problem is the remaining Penta player doesn't know at that point whether or not Twist has just gone away instantly and is rotating back towards kitchen or something like that. Like, he can't know that Twist is still there. That makes it tough. Sender with the timing being absolutely perfect. Penta gonna start being frustrated now.
Yeah, nothing going right. I mean, you come so close, and then 1v1, you lose that. You lose it. If they lose another very close situation, a very close clutch round, that's where you have to start getting really worried about Penta. Well, let's see. Smoke round going to be coming up here onto the A site. So they're going to be looking to just get a plant out of this. That's all they want. Strux has got that bomb, and expect him to just go YOLOing straight onto this site as fast as he possibly can, but it's just not meant to be. Poff with the triple and Zenda with 1. And that is about as good as it gets.
How did Poff get the second kill, man? That was really impressive. And then just not giving up, even while flashed. He just continued to hold the angle. Some pretty good map awareness. 5th round is secured for Property. 6th is coming up, and Crystal's finally got that AWP, but so does Twist. He still kept on to his. Crystal did get the spawn really close to B, so he could run B, but he's going to run middle instead, try and see if he can challenge whoever is there. Berg, well, he's in the window, but only for a quick peek.
All right, and now they've changed it up. Crystal. Let's see. Berg is, yeah, exactly. Berg waiting around window, but now he's going to play this passively, just rely on his ears, see if he can't get any information. Spitty is pushing up very quickly from underpass. So Berg can communicate that, especially now that the smoke has gone down. He's going to just fall back towards that A site. 4 guys on this A site right now for Property as well. That's some faith and Twist in his AWP, isn't it? Nice work there by Dennis.
Yeah, that was really, really great. The gun barrel from Berg just sneaking through the smoke there, and enough that Dennis could pick them off. Now, they have a great setup inside this A-bomb site. Look at this. It's the classic summer. It's the Triangle of Doom, man.
Yeah, it is. This is all about, okay, Penta, you want to go for something standard? You want to go for something safe? Well, we're going to hard counter that. Problem is that Penta don't even have the nades necessary to go for a smoke round onto A right now. They've literally got 1 smoke that they'll probably use for, like, CT spawn. That's not going to help them for Zenda. That's not going to help them for Poff.
Oh, this could be really brutal. They've got the opening pick, Penta, so they know that they're really far ahead. But now they're walking into a stack here at A, and it's going to be really tough, I think, for them to make the breakthrough. 20 seconds left, and they start to make some noise. Molotov goes up from Poff, and it's almost perfect here. Oh, but he's burning himself? How does that work? Underneath, he took some damage, and I think that forced him back now. He's still going to look for Strux, and he's still there. Poff gets the kill. 7 seconds left, and now it's too late. They can't win the round. Dennis, last man standing, 1v3. And time runs out. He's going to get the kill and get the AWP, and that's like the only silver lining here for Penta. That's a huge upset.
That's actually a big win that he picks up that AWP. Gonna give that over to Crystal. I mean, what? That's, yeah. Like, we kind of toy with that idea, right? Every now and again, Anders, you know, like the hard counter. Like
Yeah.
it was a build order loss or whatever, if we want to quote StarCraft. I mean, that's pretty much how it plays out. Property, they were in the perfect position to deal with Penta pushing onto that site. Penta with limited gear. Schneider also doing good work, just buying time, staying alive, and getting a kill out of the mix as well, drawing the attention away from Poff. I mean, yeah, that just worked out great for Property. And those are the kind of rounds that Penta can't really afford to lose, because their morale, it's getting beaten up right now. They lose another one like that, we may lose them entirely.
Oh, Schneider takes down Dennis. This is looking really good here. And Schneider even going for a little bit more of a fight, which he doesn't need to do, but he's obviously feeling pretty confident. Grenade tags up Crystal. They drop the bomb inside connector here. Twist is going to go down. And they will take Sender as well, so that's not half bad. But now Burke comes in, gets the one kill. Strux should have probably gone down, but he's still alive, and this is 2v2. And he's got the bomb as well, and he almost walked into Puff then, who was inside the bomb side. He walks back into Schneider, though, trying to escape, and it's now Speedy, Tech 9 in hand, 1v2.
Now, this is really smart from Schneider as well. He's rotating back to the B site. So he's like, okay, I know where the bomb is now. We know what his options are. Poff is alive on the A site. Schneider rotates over to the B site, and look at how long Spitty has to wait. He's trying to clear out all of these angles at this point. And with the M4 as well, I mean, now he's got some firepower to work with at least. But where does he go? Looks like it's going to be a B-site rush, but the route he's taken, with 20 seconds left, he's going to have so little time to check the angles. But he somehow catches out Schneider. What?
Well,
Schneider, what is Schneider doing up in the apartments?
I don't know, but I mean, Schneider also sees him coming, so it's still, I mean, now it's pretty much unwinnable for Speedy. He's going to have to run away.
Yeah.
I think the fact that Schneider heard him made that almost a default loss again for Speedy there. If he could have walked up behind him and got the kill on Schneider, that would have been the only way.
No, that was all timing, wasn't it? Schneider up in B apartments like that. That was, man. It's like a gamble. It's like, where do you go? Do you go short? Do you go... Like, I like that lurk corner in short, though, just because you sit there, you can listen to B apps, get in position and catch them as they come out of B apartments, but you're also holding short. Preference. But Schneider was up there. He did the job. He got it done. And now Property, they've got 7 rounds on the board. Penta going for a force buy. And it just looks like Penta, no matter what happens, they're just going to keep forcing up at this point because they desperately need to get rounds on the board.
Well, that they do. They've got some equipment here. This could definitely work, but they need that entry frag. That gilded entry frag. Twist and Puff going to take 2 in return instead, and this is very bad. Dennis gets the one. Speedy trying to come through apps into the smoke. Going to get the instant headshot on him, and Sender will take him down with a body shot. So now Dennis and Crystal left 2v3. They're going to get the bomb plant down, so Penta going to have money next round no matter what now. But holding the bomb site is so tough. We've seen it time and again. They got no more grenades, and Property are setting up for the retake, and I think they're going to be successful.
Now that nade right there from Crystal is going to give it away. Dennis, however, takes out Twist, and that's a big kill. Crystal now just taking shots, putting them through. It's a 1v1 at this point, and he knows where Schneider is as well. Now it's completely changed around. Crystal has all the advantage, and the shoulder peek as well. Just drawing Schneider out, making him waste time, and Crystal knows he's got it in the bag at this point. Very well done there by Crystal in the end in the 2v2 scenario, and just playing that 1v1 so well. Nothing Schneider could do at that point.
No, good job on their part there. Penta really coming out on top, which is really, really difficult. Those positions are really hard to hold. The bomb plant was in a really good position. That's the one thing that really worked for them. The big mistake that a lot of teams do is they don't end up planting here. They end up planting in the default spot back here. And if you imagine what would have happened if that had gone down, then Crystal over on ramp, he would have been powerless. He wouldn't have been able to stop the defuse, essentially. So, really nice forward thinking from Penta. It's going to land on the first round. Finally, 7-1. They're really far behind at this point. They need like a good 5 or 6 rounds of this first half, I think.
What they need is a decisive win in this round. Because imagine them losing now. At this point, that would reset their money. They've spent nearly everything in this round. Penta, this is it. The 1-2 combination punch. They have to make it work. And look at that aggressive flash in. That's some old Titan stuff right there. Senda takes the peek, catches Dennis, who is setting up for a nade. And now they try and follow up. They look for the punish. Twist. It's just, they just walk right into him. A second kill there with the AWP. Property. They're playing this perfectly.
Strux and Speedy, they must be feeling a little bit sad right now. Because at this point, you need Property to make some big mistakes if you're going to win the round. And, you know, even maybe just if you want some exit frags or some kills at the end to buff your own scoreline, it's going to be really, really rough. And also, look at this. Berg is just moving forward. So they're getting sandwiched in over here.
30 seconds left as well. But Berg is going to walk right into Spitty. But the rotation can come out instantly, as we can see here. Two guys already moving around. Schneider and Twist, basically. Twist is going to head back to that B site. Schneider's trying to get eyes on mid. 10 seconds. Penta, they've just resigned themselves. Even by getting that kill on Berg, they're just like, nope, we're not even going to move. We're going to sit here and hold on to the gear, hold on to our guns, because we know how desperate it's going to be in the next round. This is what we were talking about. They could not lose the follow-up round here, Penta.
Yeah, and actually, weirdly enough, Berg was the only one who didn't have a lot of money. Obviously, someone couldn't buy for him because they had some good bank going on. Still do. Schneider at 7,000, but Property don't have oceans of money either, so they've got to be careful as well. So, I mean, that's also why they weren't out hunting. If they'd all had 10,000 each, no doubt Property would have been out looking for Penta at that point. But just a little bit of a slow into that 9th round. 10th one, I don't know. They need those AKs to make a big opening, and then they need to capitalize quickly on it. Properties seem to be really well prepared on Mirage. This is a real pleasure, because I thought they were going to be a little bit more unschooled on this map.
I'm just, well, it's also everything going right for them as far as the rounds and the clutches, and that's a great setup there. Flash around the corner, both AKs peeking at the same time up short. Question is now, can Twist find the angle? And yes, he can.
Wow.
Schneider, yeah.
The triple kill inside the ladder room, quad kill. They all just ran in and fed themselves to Schneider, and what's really cool is he was holding so far back into this room. Normally, or very commonly, people will be holding kind of close so that they can see if someone's walking in too short, but he was actually holding too far back for that, and he peeked out just when they essentially all lined up and got the first 3 killed all in the same spray. Very, very cool. 9-1, 11th round is up, and Penta, they're back to square one here. This is turning into a completely disastrous first half for Penta.
This is as bad as it gets. Because now, what? They eco again, straight to the teeth. Does Crystal have money for an AWP in the next round? These are all, I mean, questions that they need answers to, Penta. Or, you know, they're all pondering right now. You know, what the hell do we do now to try and change things up? Instructs is not going to be happy. I mean, this is how far behind they are. Schneider decides to give them a helping hand. He takes Berg out for him. Just like, here, guys, you know, I'll help you out a little bit. You know, we'll spend a little bit of money for you. You know, just make things a little bit more even, because Property, you're at 10 rounds, and that's the minimum. That's what they need for a successful first half here. If they get 10 rounds, they should be feeling perfectly happy. Now everything else is gravy for the Swedes, and they're perfectly poised, because if Penta lose this one, they could very well be back to either a force buy scenario or just some awkward pistol buy.
Schneider's got 16, 0, and 3, so this is really like a really, really good game for him. He's a terrific player, but this is still a little bit insane to watch. Now, this is really interesting. Penta have got like a few seconds now to execute. If they don't, Sendu and Schneider are probably going to go back in A, and then it's going to be too late. If they execute while Porf is alone, that's their timing. So there they go. Schneider, Sender's still in middle. Porf now calling it in. He's going to be, wait a minute. Something's gone horribly wrong. I'm the only one on the A bomb site, and I need backup really quick. But they can't now. The smoke is up. Penta, they're moving slowly still. Way too slow at the moment. Porf here. The smoke is going to fade at some point, and he will have backup. He's going to make it out, and actually they're going to go for a full retake. So I don't know, Penta, I feel like they've kind of mind-gamed themselves a bit here.
That was fantastically well played, and now Schneider steps in, takes out Spitty. Schneider with the double kill, takes out Crystal, that drops the bomb! And just like that, we're into a 1v2. Dennis bringing it back somewhat, takes out Twist, looks for the headshot, he finds it, takes out Berg. And now 1v1, 35 seconds left, and Schneider changing up his angle. Dennis, I mean, the timing's there. Schneider could have spotted him. Dennis somehow battles his way back into this round. That should not have been allowed, actually, for him to be able to even get this bomb plant.
Oh, Dennis, how is he going to guess that Schneider took the jump into the window to come from CT spawn? Look at this. He's going to throw a grenade further on back, so Dennis is going to look back and think, wait a minute, there's someone over here. This is like a huge mind game. Schneider just trying to be inside Dennis' mind, and Dennis hiding inside sandwich, or get right if you prefer. Gonna walk out here, and he loses the battle. Dennis gonna come up with a quad kill and win it for Penta. Finally, a second round. But still, gotta give Schneider effort for playing it that far.
Yeah, Schneider got several kills. I mean, he got 2 kills there in that round. Got to give it to Poff as well. Not overcommitting, not over peeking. He knew that it was a smoke round. He knew that he had to just stay alive, and he did that as well. Property, you got it right, man. They set up for that retake. That's, I mean, clearly everything planned out, or they had everything planned out going into that scenario. Poff stays alive, and then you all go back in together. There's just no accounting for that kind of performance out of Dennis. Like the individual performance that comes out of Dennis, that's some star play right there.
Yeah.
So,
and actually, generally speaking, retaking A is not that hard if you're a really good team. Bit of a failed smoke going in there, should have landed towards short, but now they're still going to continue to go here. Really, really quick push onto B. Took a little while to set up, but now they're ready for it. Berg inside, looking with the M4A1, should get the kill. He takes down Nex, and the bomb is trying to get down, but they've lost a couple of players already, and Schneider is still back here by the benches. So this is a strong position for Schneider to be in.
Yeah, and he hasn't made a sound as well, as far as I know. Now the smoke clears. Schneider, they managed to double team it. Zunda and Schneider, he spots out Spitty. Spitty is gone. There's the shot in from Zenda. And now it's all down to Crystal, who was on a great flank and has turned this into a 1v2. But Schneider's going to catch him jumping out in the open. And that's going to be Property coming right back into this. And let's take a look at the money. That is painful. They have 4,500 on Dennis, in large part due to his sick play in the last round. But Crystal, Nex, Spitty, Strux,
they should go.
They don't even have enough.
I think they should buy in this round. I know that sounds ridiculous, but they can't possibly want to go for like a 12-3 finish here.
3 rounds, man.
Dualies on Nex.
Yeah.
What's really such a shame is that Crystal could have probably won the round coming up from behind if his teammate Ob Apps had just stayed alive. But because he ended up in that 1v2, or actually, sorry, 1v4, he got the 2 kills and then couldn't obviously finish the last 2. So very, very upsetting, I think, for him, because he needed his teammate to be there and stay alive as well. Property, they're close to a very, very strong first half finish here. Twist gonna take down Nex, and that's the dualies gone, man. Painful.
Yeah, that's an aggressive position. Twist picks up his 2nd kill there. I mean, he's just waiting around in connector. Spots out. Wow. Lands a shot on Strux. We didn't get a good view of that, but that looked very quick. So now, do you really want to go around? Oh, look at Spitty.
They're all gonna run into him. He got the knife out, and then another 2 members showed up, so he ended up essentially trying to knife out 3 people. What an amazing round. Good kills coming in from Penta at the end, but it's not really going to matter. I mean, Property have the money to rebuy. It's the 15th round coming up. That was so good, though. What a situation.
And the fact that he still gets a kill out of it, right, with the Tech 9? Yeah. Like, up close, he's just like, oh, and he still gets the pistol out and still takes one with him. Not bad there. Not bad. But that was some pretty sneaky guerrilla action there. All right, but let's see. Now we go into the 15th round, last round of this first half. Penta, 2 rounds. They need 3. And is it going to be the full YOLO B rush? It's looking like it, Anders. Crystal, he might be setting up for a smoke. Yeah, there's gonna be some nades going out.
Look at Schneider, just super aggressive up in apartments, and he goes down. Schneider may have just given them the opening here. I mean, he's been doing so well, but this was definitely a lot of aggression, and they caught him. Berg trying to play inside the smoke, and Penta, they should be in a great position right now. Porf also taking a shot right there. Berg is the only man who can stop it. He gets the kill, and then he goes down. Still delaying the bomb plant here, which is going to be annoying for Penta.
Yeah, great flash there by Zenda, and he picks up Dennis for free. Bomb is yet to get planted. There's still a minute left, but they're trying to bring it back their way here, Penta. Property, however, not having none of it. Twist, Poff, both picking up frags, and then the nade kill to Tomb Crystal at the end. 13-2 at the end of the first half, and
man,
we'll get back into it.
We will get back into it as we always do. What an absolutely crazy crazy game there. I can't believe it. First half going heavily, really quite heavily in favor of Team Property. They more or less annihilated their opposition there. That's just even at the end there when it looked like it was going to be really close, it just wasn't.
I mean, it's hard to say, it's like, okay, we underestimated, but at the same time, Penta have also done terrific on this map, and they are a solid team on Mirage. For them to get bodied like this, it's definitely not what was expected going into this first half. But there's another thing is that Property, they did have CT side going for them, and they did have a few 1vx situations, clutch situations basically go their way, and that makes a big difference as far as the momentum is concerned. Penta never really got their legs back under them. So Property now, I mean, this is 3 rounds. They need 3 rounds for the win. It's almost like a skip for them at this point. If they pick up the pistol round, that's it for Penta pretty much. It's all going to come down to that second round force.
Yeah, they're gonna. I mean, regardless, they're in a really tough position. 2 rounds on the T side of Mirage. I was expecting a lot more, but I mean, Schneider going 19-6 is probably a reason for it, and Sender also really stepping up. Twist had some great opening rounds, and on the other team, it's really mostly Dennis who's been stepping it up. It seems like everyone else was a little bit further behind. Second half already on the way here. ESEA TV. It's Penta versus Property. It is a best-of-1 game. It looks like Property are set, at least initially, to walk towards B. They really all have armor, so they could be going for like a slow push where as soon as they see action, they all rush. But until they do, they just keep walking in slowly. And that's actually a cool way of playing it.
And look at the patience. It pays off. Now they know that they're down an HE nade. Crystal's going to throw up a fresh smoke, but with pistols, that's not the end of the world. Yeah. Glock train, you can go running right through that smoke. Look, and Crystal, he's going to have to be very quick. Yeah, but look at Berg as well, making sure that Nex can't flank back through here.
This is going to be all down to the timing. As soon as they see Crystal, they're going to overwhelm him. He's going to have to land nothing but headshots here, and it's not going to work. He's got no armor. The fire is simply too much there. He ends up going down next with some stunning headshots. Takes down 2, and that just might bring it back in the kitchen. Sender's there to land a good shot on 1. Gets a second one, and that should finish it here. Property not going to allow Penta a single chance.
No, they've got him down. The chokehold, man. Strux, last man. 1v2, half HP, spotted out by Zenda. He's going to just go for the jump down onto that site. But we already have Twist, and Twist isn't even showing himself. Twist is thinking so far ahead right there. He's like, if Zenda gets taken out somehow, I'm just going to make perfectly sure that this guy has no idea where I am.
Yeah.
Just plays it so smart. Doesn't get greedy and go for the kill. He just goes for the long haul there. That was really nicely done. And Property are now, this is pretty much it. Double Pro 90. That's how confident they are. They're going for the full-out run and gun.
Really, really impressive stuff coming out here from the Swedish team. Speedy, Dennis inside, 5-7, and CSET 75 moving really close to the ramp here. They need a flashbang or something. They're going to walk in and get basically triple teamed. It's going to leave it up to Crystal. Oh, what? Crystal! He just landed 3 headshots in a row on a guy jumping out of abs. That is nuts. I want to see that in slow motion. Someone who's like a movie maker, go and get a shot of that. It was at least 2 headshots, could have been a third one. The blood is on the wall as well as evidence. That was so sick.
Yeah, that was. That really was. That's all muscle memory as well. That's just killer instinct and muscle memory kicking in. But that was really sick. And granted, it's not about the money at this point. You know, however many kills they get, Property are just going to keep buying because they need 1 round at this point. They know that Penta are going to have to force. But that was still some good pistol work at the end there by Crystal. Now, a different setup here from Property this time around. They did leave 1 man lurking over by a pit, by T-pit, just in case Penta were to try to go for that aggressive push again. But this time, it's going to be action mid.
Yeah, doing what they can, Property. See if they can seal this 16-2. Dennis, very low. Speedy, though, going to catch a headshot on Schneider. But look at that. Berg actually checking the top of the toll booth, which is somehow really hard positions. It's really hard to spot if people are up there sometimes, even though it's such an open position as well. Good kill from Strux there. Penta trying to stay alive as best as they can, but they've left the B bomb site, and if Twist moves up, he's going to see that as well. Strux is coming back in, which is good news. And Nex is flanking as well. Look at that. He hears him running.
Exactly. He heard him all the way. And that should be a freebie, but he misses the shot. And actually, that's big by Berg. And the fact that Nex still comes out ahead in that scenario is just ludicrous. How does he live?
Oh, Twist pre-firing, or at least pre-aiming that angle. But he's still going to go down to Dennis, who was coming up from behind and was sort of lurking behind an underpass the whole time. Porf gets the bomb plant down, which, I mean, he's going to give Property more money, but he's still in a 1v3 here. And trying to just see if he can find a kill on somebody to make it a 1v2. Penta, you could see they're trying to get the timing down right. Everyone peeking at the same time. It's going to be Nex finishing the round. No issue there. So 15-3. And Property, they won't have enough money, at least on 2 of their players. Maybe the rest could come up with some kind of buy, but it won't be too impressive.
No, it's going to be cutting it close. This defuse is also cutting it pretty close. They'll get it. I was a little nervous there, like, Can you imagine? Like, oh yeah, run around. It's all good. We got all the time in the world, guys. Just run around and get the gear. And you're off by like half a second.
That's actually, I mean, that's the one detriment if you end up playing a lot of matchmaking, is you get used to the matchmaking timer, and then you go and watch like real games, and you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? They've got no time left. In matchmaking, you essentially always have more time left.
Pretty much. It feels infinite, doesn't it?
Yeah. Get the last kill,
eternal.
go and make a cup of coffee, come back, defuse the bomb. Just take it slow, take it easy. Penta, actually, with enough money to buy plenty of stuff here, obviously, grenades and everything else, and Property did go for a buy here. They kind of went all in, and the Berg is going to open up, which is so scary.
Yeah, that's actually a big momentum shift here. Looks like Property wants to split up and try and hit this A site from all angles as well. Although they are moving around still in mid, they're changing up their position to see if they can't pick somebody out a window here. I do like this. Question is now whether they find another one. Crystal, he's going to be able to spot out Berg, and Berg still alive. What is this angle? This is so tricky.
Oh, Crystal. A little bit of a shot in desperation there, so he's down to 5 health. And they've already lost Dennis, so they need to do something now. Property's rotating the bomb back towards the B bomb site, which is right now looking like a bit of a genius move. And one of the reasons they could do this is because Twist is in the middle, or towards the ladder room here. He can hear a lot about what's going on in this whole area, which means if they make too much noise, he's going to be able to call it out. And I think you may have already heard Nex rotating in. Crystal, in underpass, though, is completely silent.
Exactly. And we could have that backstab once again. 20 seconds left. Berg is not going to have the time. They have to start running right now. And Nex is going to get in position. A gun down Twist. He's looking for another one as well. So long as he can just dance around the pillars, he'll be fine. But Paul with the Tech 9, not going to get the kill. Instead, it's going to be Berg. But Crystal gets picked off. Somehow, they will get the plant. Just barely. But that is all they will have. Property leaving it, well, they just left it for... They left themselves too little time to play with there at the end. It's that simple.
Yeah, just a little bit, right? It was cutting it close. They couldn't stand around and take that fight with Speedy and Strux, so they had to just go for the straight plant. Also, Crystal coming up from behind as fast as he did definitely caught them off guard. But they did bring it close anyway, and they almost got the right call then. I mean, I think Nex staying alive as long as he did made a big difference. So 15-4, moving into the 5th round. It will be a couple of Deagles and even a Tech 9 here on Property. So you never know. Deagles, man, they can be lethal somewhere.
Dude, the Juan Deag. Has he made the journey? We shall find out.
If it is, maybe send in the middle here. He's flashed out once. But look at the confidence. He's very aggressive. There's so many angles here that he could potentially get shot down from. But he's just going for it. Sneaking in. Not going to catch Strux over at this bomb site next. Gets the 1 kill. Gets another one. And he's going to get shot down by Berg finally. So that's a quick round where Penta just all out win it. Except for Nex going down. But he could take 2 people with him. So not the end of the world. 6th round coming up. It's AKs all across the board.
Yeah, and Twist just $100 short of actually picking up an AWP in that round. So that's a little unfortunate. You know, I know that I think Schneider had that AWP due to his spawn in the last buy round for Property. So, you know, that's what happened. But I would like to see Twist still be able to pick up that AWP to start things off, because he was doing very good work with it on Overpass. Instead, now look at the aggressive push coming out here from Penta. They just catch him off guard, but then it's all about Berg. He just sits down and takes out 2, and Poff takes out a 3rd.
And Pov got that kill through the smoke. Crystal just snuck in through the window and got annihilated. Dennis and Nex, they're almost standing still, probably stunned at the speed at which that happened. What a round from Berg. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Actually, everyone on Property, once again here, seems to be pretty cohesive. There's no one really trailing far behind. Nex walking in. Pov does spot him out, and it's going to win the fight. And I think that's going to be game here. Dennis, what could he possibly do?